Yeah.
Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
See that movie?
Go. Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Julia Stiles.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go. Going hard, yo. Go. Go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Going Hard podcast. My name is Josh DeLay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alan Wagner.
Yeah, and over here,
This keeps fucking happening.
I mean, can we ever have a fucking complete podcast? Is the cast ever going to get back together in full? Is that ever going to happen? I hope so. Someday.
PD needs to change his ways if he wants to come back.
He needs to
right?
change his wicked ways.
Yeah.
He's in God's country right now. Producer
is.
Pete is in God's country.
Yep.
Minot, North Dakota.
Why not? Why not?
That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the only attitude you can have towards that place. Like, why not? Like, it's like, fuck.
You were over in that part of the
Yeah,
country
of course.
pretty recently, also.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about that, though.
We sure did. Minot tends to be kind of a home base when you do shows out in West or North Dakota because there's no other really place of comfort.
You're the only person on the planet that's ever said that about Minot.
No,
by the way.
but I just think about it though, because what else is out there for you, like in terms of like actual
You just don't.
civilization?
No, I know you just don't go there.
Well, sure, right, of course. Yeah, my career could be going better.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't be
Just
out
like
there.
an exclusively like North Dakota comedian at this point.
What I need you to understand, well, first of all,
Did you plug our podcast, by the way?
Yeah, of course I did. You know what I actually did? So Joe Christensen, we've been on his podcast. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
He actually left a bunch of cards for his podcast.
Yeah.
So
With you?
Well, no, he must have been on the road with.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's always the same car and shit.
Yep.
So I was actually handing out other people's podcast information.
It's very, very unproductive for our
Well, Joe
for our podcast.
He did
but
say that he's having
a nice
he's
gentleman.
having a bit of
so-
a spike, so that's good for him. I'm glad. I was happy to help.
Yeah, I'm sure those Western North Dakotans love that.
I mean,
shit.
I've done his podcast 3 times. So
yeah, and he hasn't been on our podcast a single time.
he never will.
Very curious that whole situation.
It's not curious.
It's not curious.
It's actually
at all.
very transparent. On his podcast, okay, here's the difference between Joe Christensen's podcast and our podcast.
Okay. Yep.
We go on Joe Christensen's podcast, we do our thing, and then
Yep.
he edits a bunch of it out.
Yeah. I suppose that.
Meanwhile, we just speak our thing over here. There's never even a thought of.
He'd have to like write it into his like guest clause. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
in
he'd
the
have
paper,
a
just be like,
writer.
just be like, yeah, you gotta edit out anything that makes me look bad. You know?
I would say so far the content of this episode would be okay with Joe. I mean, generally,
Yeah, but it generally spirals out of control after the first 3-4 minutes.
Yeah,
Generously.
it tends to spiral. Hey, but that's what it's all about. How was your Thanksgiving though, bud? How'd that go?
It was pretty good.
Thanksgiving time. It's holidays, man. We're gonna have so much fun, so many fun things to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna get very festive. We started our podcast after the holidays.
Like basically
last year.
this new year, right after the new year.
Right after the New Year's, we started it. Yep.
Right.
So never got a chance to do the
Untouched
do
territory.
the Thanksgiving podcast. We didn't get a chance to do the Christmas podcast. Didn't get a chance to do the New Year's.
But
podcast.
we will. We'll do it all. We'll do them all.
But we will. Yep.
And this is the Thanksgiving one, so fucking talk about it. You
Turkey.
Fuck.
We had a little bit of turkey.
Okay.
All right.
Just turkey. How was your Thanksgiving, buddy? Turkey.
Let's talk about turkey.
Fucking. Like Alan got a lobotomy over Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Had some turkey, a little bit of turkey breast. Didn't get a whole bird. Didn't get the whole bird going.
Oh, really? You just bought one of those like big round breasts?
A couple of round turkey breasts.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, and I was turned on.
You fucking slide your cock between them.
Yeah, that's
right,
how you.
right at the dinner table.
Well, it said to brine the turkey, and I didn't know what that meant, so I fucked it instead.
Usually a fair guess.
Yeah.
Pretty safe guess. It's like I don't know what this verb means, so I'm actually just gonna take my dick out right now. Anytime you get confused, you just pull your dick out and start fucking.
It's a safe bet. It's a safe bet, There's only so many things these verbs could mean to do.
Well,
you
right,
know?
exactly. And we all know there's all these different verbs for fucking. So
Exactly.
there's like 100 of them.
You just slide a verb in there, and
You won't hear very many of those diverse verbs on this podcast.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
it's just straight to fucking here.
Yeah,
but
it's weird though, because you wouldn't figure you'd see all these verbs hanging out inside of recipes.
Yeah,
but,
it is weird.
but they are.
It's also weird that
they're in there.
Every recipe has this like 15-minute fucking break in the middle of it.
Yeah, it said to fuck the turkey for 12 hours. It has something to do with the salt and other herbs.
And I said to preheat the oven, so I was fucking the oven. It's like I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Who did you share your special day with?
My mother was in town.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we had a little trip to Chicago.
Nice.
The week prior for my sister's birthday.
Oh, good.
So she was around town, and so we had some turkey with the mom person, and
so it was just your sister, your mom, and yourself
for Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah.
No, sister stayed in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mother came to.
Okay. You actually did get retarded. Something happened.
I've been drinking too much this last week.
Dude, you know what happened to me last night? I was talking to our mutual friend Alex. We were just texting, and I was like, I was so drunk, and I don't even know. He hasn't messaged me back, but he asked me what my address was. I don't know why even. I didn't even ask, and I didn't text him back. You want to know why I didn't text him back? Because I actually couldn't remember what my address was. I was like, holy shit, what is my address? And I was like, I'll figure it out in the morning.
Oh, fuck.
And then I woke up, I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to actually go back to the podcast where you said my address out loud.
Oh, gee.
I had to go reference it.
There you go. That's good.
But
I'm glad I could help you out.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah,
when you're so drunk, you literally like, you know there's a thing that's like this to you, like it comes directly to you, and instead you cannot conjure it, you know?
Yeah. So how was your Thanksgiving? What did you do? So you probably went back over to the homeland there.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, there was a whole bunch of people.
You had like the whole extended family.
No. Oh. It was just immediate family. As conservative as my family is,
yeah,
it's a weird little balancing act that they're doing where they like respect that COVID is real. I think and that if you get it, you can die or get really sick.
Okay.
Because people in their lives
so
have
your
died.
dad too, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. He at least respects my mother enough to when she says, "Hey, I'm not vaccinated. I'm scared to get vaccinated, but I'm also scared of COVID. Let's not have a big family thing." That he'll oblige.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
you know
that's respectful at the very
right?
least.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like it's a weird. Like, does he think COVID's real? It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But he at least respects maybe my mom enough, or at least because I feel like people in his life have like either died or gotten very sick from COVID.
Yeah.
You know? So like he has to know it's real, I guess. But like.
Yeah, right.
He thinks it's exaggerated. I don't talk to him about it.
No, fair enough. Yeah, and I did end up getting convincing my father to get vaccinated.
I know you told me.
We told this, right?
Yes,
yeah. So I mean, now I just kind of don't have to talk about it anymore.
Yeah,
so it's nice.
Dr. Date Rape fucking convinced your father.
Oh yeah. We did talk about this on the podcast. Okay,
yes.
yeah.
So it was just my immediate family.
Yep.
Which is getting smaller and smaller because.
They're all dying of COVID.
You know, my sister-in-law dead from COVID, niece dead from COVID.
Yep.
You know,
100%.
Family dog COVID. Everyone's just got COVID, and they're all perishing.
Of course.
You know.
Yep.
Like some old leftovers. But no, everyone's the circle's getting smaller because everyone's families are breaking apart. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my brother,
Civil War is, the two sides are starting to split apart from each other. The Civil War is coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, both my brothers are single now.
Oh, really?
So
oh shit. Michael is too?
Yeah. So they're both single. So it's like it's a real dude fest at fucking Thanksgiving these days.
That sounds fun.
I'm like Jesus, Mom, I'm a sausage fest in here. She's like, "What are you talking about?"
Shit, can I come next Thanksgiving?
Bring on the dudes. That's what I say.
Bring my cock
more like dudes giving.
Well, fuck the turkey.
Yeah.
For you guys.
You're like, oh, you guys want me to brine that for you? My dad's like, I'm kind of the turkey guy. You're like, yeah, trust me, man. I got this one.
So your dad's the one who cooks the turkey then, or what?
I don't know what happened. I didn't help.
You just kind of like
Yeah.
you just showed up. You just showed up
eggs.
as a.
I made Scotch eggs.
Oh, did they turn out?
They turned out good.
Like, were they actually? Was the inside actually soft boiled?
Well, no.
You fucked up.
What happened was I was getting really drunk on Thanksgiving. Like everyone's getting pretty upset.
Yep.
I think. Like I was like, I'd had a really rough night the night before. Like I was up till 7 a.m. drinking vodka.
Like, I mean, this sounds like it was a self-prescribed bad night, but
okay. So here's my contribution to Thanksgiving. All right.
Okay.
It's just a good old holiday cheer. No. Okay. So this is what happened. All right. I arrived in Fargo Wednesday. All right.
Okay.
I went and I did comedy that night at an open mic.
Yeah.
And then after the open mic, things just got a little out of hand.
One glass of whiskey led to another, and so on and so forth.
I was just drinking a lot of beers, and then next thing I know, I was up with comics till like 7 a.m. just drinking vodka.
Fuck.
And then and I just passed out.
I remember the last time like there was just like a strictly like from drinking staying up until 7 in the morning. That's kind of fucking crazy.
It's kind of all.
So you saw the fucking sunrise?
I mean, it was light out when I fell asleep,
and
I fell asleep on a couch, just sitting up.
Good
and then all of a sudden, I like came to, and I was like, "Oh, it's 10. I should go to Thanksgiving." So then I got in my car, and I drove to various grocery stores to find that all of them were closed. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you don't, yeah.
So I called there were no liquor stores either. So I called my parents. I'm like, there's no booze. I'm not bringing anything. And they're like, it's fine. It's okay.
Were you supposed to, was it like a potluck scenario? You were supposed to bring some
you
stuff?
You should just bring something. They don't care, but like, it's for my own personal like pride.
So you just went into their fridge and freezer and dug out everything that you.
This was what was great. Okay.
Okay.
So I was on my way out of town, and then like a beacon, I saw a fucking parking lot just full of cars in a big building. I was like, oh, there is a grocery store inside. There was one open. There was just one though.
Hornbachers.
No, Family Fare.
Family Fare.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
The ghetto store.
Used to be Sun Mart back in the day.
Exactly. Just the most ghetto. And the people that were in that store with me, first of all, I'm just like hammered. Like I'm just like I haven't worked off all that vodka yet.
No, there's no possible
and
way.
I'm just loudly talking on the phone, trying to fucking get something together, and like call my mom, asking what ingredients I need, like call my brother, asking what he needs, and like I'm just being loud and obnoxious, and then just all these sad people like buying rotisserie chickens
all these non-drunk fucking idiots.
I mean, those guys they were probably on like heroin or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody shops for groceries on Thanksgiving.
So many like single parents.
they go to pick up things that they forget, I guess.
Right.
But,
yes.
Yeah.
So many single parents just like scrambling together a meal.
Yeah.
Like I was like just grabbing rotisserie chickens and like I'm like, oh, this is so depressing.
Just like they fucked the turkey up. They just burnt the shit out of the turkey. And they're just like, well, getting a rotisserie chicken this year, I guess.
No, they didn't even consider the turkey.
Okay,
there was never a turkey in their future.
Yeah, they're probably just as fucking hungover as you were, like trying to take care of their kids, and they're just like, I gotta get them a bird.
Yeah, exactly. Any bird will do.
Any bird will do.
So I was amongst those fucking degenerates.
Yep.
And me, maybe fucking chief degenerate at that point. I don't even know.
Yeah.
So I get ingredients together for Scotch eggs. I make it happen. I get some of the place, and I'm just like, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm right on that line where it's about to be just the worst hangover ever, or you know what you do, buddy?
Keep drinking.
I laid out some shots of Jameson. I just started going to work.
What are you fucking drinking?
Vodka.
Good.
It's vodka. It's actually like a half a glass of vodka.
I don't believe you, and I'm upset with you. But for the sake of the show, I'm going to.
It's vodka.
I can't smell anything.
Do you have the long COVID, dude?
Yeah.
That's not all that's long on me.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's got a long cock.
Dude, we kind of fucked up our turkey a little bit. It was super dry.
Wait, so you on actual Thanksgiving, you just did your own thing?
Yeah. So me, Carly, and my mom.
Okay.
Yep. We just kind of hung out, and Carly had ordered bought a bunch of groceries like the week prior, and so we were all set up and ready to go. And I had this recipe where I was like brining the turkey, and then I was like gonna like rest it on top of like vegetables and like put like turkey chicken broth, and then baste it and do all that good stuff.
That sounds like you have it figured out.
So yeah, I had that figured, and I just assumed Carly would have bought onions. You know what I mean? Because like it's just like a normal thing to have in the house.
Right.
Apparently there's like E. coli, like salmonella going around in
for
onions.
Real? Oh,
I guess.
interesting. Okay.
I don't know if you heard that.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah,
I hadn't
that's either.
Big news. I'm surprised.
I hadn't either.
It hasn't got to my ears yet.
It's like apparently like all the fucking onions just have salmonella or something now.
Right.
So like I'm just like, well, I don't have fucking vegetables like rest these fucking these delicious turkey breasts on top of. So the whole operation got switched up.
So you had nothing. You didn't have any like carrots or like celery or anything like.
No, it was just going to be garlic and onion underneath,
Okay.
and then like chicken broth.
Cause I know some people will put like, because you know, like what do you call that, right? Like the first step in cooking any soup, it's like
stock.
Yeah, no,
Make a
but
stock. Yeah,
but there's like a specific thing that you refer to, like the vegetables. Like it's always like onion, celery,
like
and
the
carrot.
like the Holy Trinity. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yep.
It's just like that's how you start like every single soup.
Yep.
There's a name for it. I can't remember it.
Yeah. No, I know what you're
God
talking
damn
about.
it,
though,
Petey!
Yeah. What the fuck?
Make me look like a fucking idiot. Meanwhile, you're the one in Minot. Somehow I'm the fucking idiot.
we should have just zoomed him.
Well,
you know what I mean?
We're gonna call him coming out of the break.
Okay, all
Because
right.
he needs to talk about his Thanksgiving.
He does. Yeah.
He also needs to tell us how his break went.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, he's taking a long ass break.
Very long
This has
break.
been a long break.
But
Okay,
yeah.
so you fucked the turkey up. So
Yeah. So it was just
So
dry.
you just have some
Well,
cloves on the bottom then?
No. Like like the whole recipe that I was following just got thrown out of the window at this point.
Yeah.
Carly's like, well, we're gonna do it this way and set fucking the bird on top of this like stuffing.
Yeah.
But she read a fucking recipe that was like supposed to be just like you put hard bread down and it turns into stuffing. But she just put pre-made stuffing underneath it.
Okay.
And so all that got fucking burnt and
Yeah, naturally.
and then the bird got
It's also
fucking
weird to
real
put stuffing
dry as
under it.
shit.
You got to put the stuffing in the turkey.
Well, and that's the other thing. It's like we're talking turkey breast, so it's not as juicy
Oh,
as the
that's
actual
right.
turkey is.
That's
So you get the
right.
drippings to drip down into the stuffing,
Yep.
and the butter and stuff
I forgot
melts
it was the
off.
full bird. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but we got a turkey breast. There's no
Yeah.
fucking drippings. It's just
Yeah.
dry fucking
Well, I was gonna
stuffing.
say that's like I don't think there's any way to even make that good. Really.
No, and I was kind of skeptical of it to begin
Right.
with, but like I told her to just kind of like find a recipe, and she like sort of lied and said that she was following it. So we just had a real dry fucking bird, and I don't know,
Well,
but it was
do you have like
fine.
some gravy and shit? At
We
least?
had some fucking bomb ass mashed potatoes and some gravy.
Well, that's
and,
the thing because the bird's always gonna be a little dry, you know.
Yeah, but stuffing in the bird is kind of my whole deal. That's where it's at.
You're a
for
bird
me.
guy?
I'm a bird guy.
Really? I mean, stuffing is.
You don't like the bird?
Stuffing's number one.
If you get a nice moist
The
fucking
bird's
bird
fine.
with,
Here's the deal. I don't like a baked turkey.
like how do you do it?
Well, so our family used to deep fry.
Deep fry them. Just get,
I mean,
yeah.
The deep fried turkey is unbelievable.
I mean, you're not wrong. Like that really is the way to do it. It's the quickest way too.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you got to have a real setup to
Well, you
to
gotta have
fucking
the
do
big-
that.
the giant-
big old
yeah.
pot, and
and then I've also had
gotta do that outside too. Burn your whole fucking house down.
Right.
Yeah.
like a legit like spatchcocked smoked turkey.
Yep.
If by someone who's actually taking the time to really not buying a smoked turkey like this guy's up at fucking 2 a.m. Working the smoker. Now that's very good as well.
Yeah. Yep.
But a baked, I've just never been very.
See, you can do
It's
it right.
fine.
Like
It's fine.
you get the whole bird,
fine.
and then you
That's
can
it.
you pull the skin up, and you fucking tuck a bunch of fucking butter and shit in there, and
I know.
herbs.
I guess I don't know what the people in my life have always done with the turkey. I've just never been very impressed with it.
Yeah.
Outside of it being smoked.
That's the same thing with like all fucking like poultry though. Like you got to cook it just right, or else it's just dry and
Right.
fucking
Well,
awful.
you're
You know
right.
what I mean? Like
That's
if you get it fucking nice and moist in there,
That's
a good
that's the way of the bird.
good fucking turkey. You know.
It's a good fucking turkey. Now I'm not sure if you mean that like it's a good turkey to fuck, 'cause based on what you've been talking.
What are you
about
talking
previously.
about?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's good to eat and fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. How was the rest of your Thanksgiving?
Fucking sad.
Nah. So like I went to and this is a story you'll actually appreciate, I think. But I went to Chicago, like I said prior, for my
Yep.
sister's birthday. And me and my mom had rented an Airbnb because we were helping my sister move in, so nothing was set up, so we couldn't like stay there, right?
Right.
And I worked Monday and Tuesday while I was there. And so my mom left to go help my sister with moving stuff, and I was just chilling there working. And I noticed that there was a sushi restaurant across the street from the Airbnb. I just like saw it out the window.
Yes.
So I'm just like, fuck, at lunch I'm going to go and fucking check that place out. Because I was like, just assuming it'd be, an all right place. I actually mistaked it for a different sushi restaurant that we had went to a different time we went there. That's not important. But I went there during my lunch break, and like ordered 9-piece nigiri and rainbow roll. Right?
That's a hefty lunch, buddy.
Yeah,
That's hefty, dude.
I'm just gonna I'm by myself. I'm not fucking paying for fucking 2 people for like the first time in my life. So I'm just gonna ball out a little bit, you know.
Yep.
And yeah, so like, and those are like 2 things that you can't really fuck up. You know what I mean? Like if you have fresh fish,
right?
And you cut it correctly, and you put it on top of rice, like you're good. You know what I mean?
Should be good.
And the rainbow roll, like the inside of it's literally just a California roll, which is like the most basic of fucking.
Of course.
Yeah. But I get they get the rainbow roll out first, right?
Yep.
And like it looked a little fucked up. So I was already just like it was like kind of falling apart a little bit. Like they didn't roll it properly.
Yeah.
Like some of the cuts like were like
hasty with it.
Looked like they might be a little bit fucking dry or something. And so I was already a little bit skeptical, but I'm just like, I'm just gonna go with it.
Sure.
And there was like fucking like ice crystals inside of the fucking fish.
Oh boy.
Like the meat had like little ice shards.
Right. So basically, they didn't have like their fish. You got those little like see-through.
They did have those.
Right, but they probably had the wrong.
They
temperature.
they had them like turned up or something.
Yeah.
And so I ate that, and that was fucking gross as shit.
That's not good.
And then I got the 9-piece nigiri out, and like. It was a fucking nightmare. Like,
I mean, how?
Imagine what like a beautiful like looking fucking piece of tuna on top of some rice looks like. You know what I mean? Where it's got like the like split. It's like the fat in between them, like stuff like that. It had that, but it was like dried and like cracked and like cracking. Oof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the edges were like rubbery, kind of.
Oh, buddy.
And
did you eat it?
So I set the tuna off to the side. I'm just like, I can't even bring myself to like attempt to eat this.
How many pieces of tuna did you have?
2, just the 2.
Okay.
And then there was 2 pieces of salmon, which looked okay. So I ate those.
Salmon's usually fine.
I ate those and it was fine.
Just usually fine.
But then they had like I think it was like tilapia. It must have been tilapia or red snapper or whatever the fuck. I didn't ask.
That place, that's tilapia.
It looked on the edge of being okay and just not okay at all. And so I'm just like, I'm just gonna fucking try this. So I threw it in my fucking mouth, and like it literally tasted like I took a fucking cup of fresh like lake water and just dumped it into my mouth.
That's fucking sick.
And like
that's sick, dude.
I fucking like the person was like the server was like in eyesight, so like I didn't want to fucking just like spit it out.
Why? I would have been like, hey man, like sometimes if it's that bad, like he'd be like, I'm gonna pay for this, but like I'm letting you know.
I know I should have.
It's like I'm letting you know that this is like just not an acceptable dining experience.
Yeah. But like there was like other people in there, and I just didn't want to like make a fucking scene and shit.
You're a very Midwestern.
I definitely
guy.
should have, because that's the responsible thing to do.
I mean, yeah, you should be like, please don't serve this to anybody else. Like you're literally doing like a fucking it's like a crime against humanity.
Yeah. I almost pulled a producer Pete though. I'm not even joking.
Where you just vomited on the table at a sushi restaurant? Yeah. That is a classic producer Pete.
It really is. Yeah.
Where are you?
I was gonna say this is the perfect time to just air some dirty laundry.
This would be great for he'd be so mad at you right now.
Yeah,
and I'd be feeling the tension. I'd just be loving it. There's no tension without him here.
I know that it's like a bad drama / thriller movie.
I don't think he understands how important he is to the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
He's such a fucking special boy.
He is. He's a beautiful boy. I just don't get to look at the back of his beautiful head.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
So how much of it did you eat then? I'm assuming you only ate 1 piece of the tilapia then.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then I ordered some like.
You ordered more after this?
No. I had some. I ordered like with the 9-piece.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
I had there was octopus on there too, and I ate that, and that was fine.
It was fine.
The cuts were too thick, so it was a little bit rubbery, but it tasted fine.
Well, octopus is always rubbery though. That's fine.
But anyways, more of the story. I think I have worms now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now that sushi is a thing that, and you know this, I don't fuck around with.
Yeah.
Like you're eating raw shit.
I try not to. Yeah.
Dude, if you're eating raw shit, like
better be good.
Yeah, and you got to be fine paying more for it, because going cheap on something that's raw, dude, is just not.
And that's the fucked up part. This shit was like fucking not cheap either.
Really?
Yeah.
Good God. How much did you spend? Like 50?
For that it was like it ended up being like $50.
Did you get a beer or anything?
No, they didn't serve beer, which is another which is another gripe I have with this whole place. They didn't have any sake or anything. Yeah, it was
no alcoholic beverage.
No,
this sounds like maybe the worst. Did you?
Like I said, it was the worst sushi experience I've ever had.
I mean, I can't imagine.
And now I have worms. You know, I have parasites.
You
inside
probably
of me.
do.
I'm not even joking.
You think you do?
I've already checked. I'm just letting him. I'm gonna lose a few pounds and then I'm gonna get him out of there. You know.
Okay.
Silver linings.
Okay, you fairy. What was it? Did you look up? So you didn't look up this place at all before you went?
No.
God, dude, that's such a bad move.
It just seemed way too convenient.
That's just something I would never do.
No.
I would never not research first.
Like I said, no.
Go in blind.
Here's the issue though, because me and my mom, when we had got there, we saw it across the street and we discussed it, and we were like 100% sure that it was the same restaurant that we had been to previously. Ended up not being the case.
So it's your mom's fault.
Yeah. Fucking
dude,
piece of shit.
Walking into a sushi place blind is like you've been dancing with the lady all night. Yeah. You take her back.
She's got a fucking...
and then you just like let her lick your ass.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't have a cock or something then.
I mean...
I thought that's
maybe
the direction you were going.
She's back there. You can't tell.
I suppose, yeah.
It's like, wait, why are you priming the pump back here? What's going on? He's not gonna answer.
No.
Ooh. Okay, I'm good, right?
Yeah.
We'll keep him. We'll plug him back in a second.
All right.
We'll keep him on.
What's going on?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, hey, dude.
You guys need help with the board or what?
No, we you'll never believe what happened.
What?
You'll never believe what happened. Guess what happened just a second ago.
What happened a second ago?
We ran out of file, and Al and I had done like 50 minutes, and it stopped at like 26.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
This is why we need a
Just
producer,
the video
you know?
card, or what was it?
Yes, the audio card, the SD card.
Well, I mean, you got to clean it up, you know.
This is why we need a producer, you know.
So we're actually calling you right now to tell you what we're thankful for, and what we're thankful for is the best gosh darn producer around.
This is the Thanksgiving podcast, and we're thankful for you, Pete.
We
couldn't be more thankful for you at this point. Al and I
feel like you're lying, and I feel like this is a part of the podcast.
Nah.
I mean, you are part of the podcast. Like, obviously, you're going to be part of the podcast, but like, we're not lying about the first part.
That's not true.
No. It's actually for real.
And we literally were like,
we had like a good 25 minutes of me and Josh talking about eating assholes and shit.
Yeah, we were talking about eating ass, and we were talking about how like he was gonna fuck his mom and Carly at the same time on Thanksgiving. Like, we had all these great
God
bits.
damn it.
Those sound like really good bits.
Like, I thought for sure they would all get the fucking producer Pete seal of approval. Like,
well, yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll have to redo that.
Something like that.
There's no recreating it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are you in Minot?
No, we're almost back to Castle.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Oh, who are you with?
Why?
Can you tell us? Have you ever like when a recipe for like a turkey is like calling for like brining a turkey? Do you ever just get confused and like think that it means you're supposed to fuck the turkey instead of like brining it?
Yeah. Do you ever get your verbs confused?
All right, I'll call you guys later.
All right, happy Thanksgiving, buddy. We miss you.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
I couldn't have ended any better.
Yeah. I'll call you guys later. God damn it.
All right.
Yeah.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by... Jesus, man. Producer Pete's Magical Minot Adventure. It's the story of a young man who previously was a podcast producer, but things go topsy-turvy when he and his family take a wacky road trip to the center of the continent, Minot, North Dakota. It's a tale of lust. It's a tale of wonder. It's a tale of a young man discovering himself in a strange land. Producer Pete's Magical Minot Adventure. Coming soon to Blu-ray.
Yeah. The second advertisement of the podcast is a little bit of a, kind of a... trying to think of the right word. You know when you go to like a thrift store and you find all those like goofy little trinkets and stuff?
Sure, yeah. I like trinkets.
Some of them might be useful things that you can use in the kitchen, but are just kind of funny, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, those kind of things. So this one, instead, it's you know how they have beer butt chickens, you know? They got that little thing the little bottom that you stick up the butt of the chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And then you pour beer in it, and it fucking marinates the chicken from the inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually sponsored by me because I invented this, right? So instead of that, it's a giant cock-shaped fucking little canister thing that you shove up the ass of a turkey.
Yeah.
And then you just jizz into it, and it pre-fucks it for you, so you don't have to fuck it. You know what I mean? You ever sick of sick of fucking your turkey every year? This takes care of that for you. Saves you a good 10 minutes.
If this was Shark Tank, Mark Cuban would have killed himself. He would have blown his head off on live TV.
You gotta admit, it's kind of a cool idea, though.
It's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll invest.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of already have it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I've already kind of invested.
I took the money from the only money we've gotten from this podcast and invested it into this endeavor of mine. I hope you're okay with that. I'll probably make more money, honestly.
It's either I'd be okay with it or I just, I don't have a choice. What I'm saying.
No, you don't. No.
All right. Well, I think it's time for the second half of the podcast. It's the Going Hard podcast. Producer Pete, Alan, and John. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody.
And happy holidays.
Oh, we forgot to ask producer Pete what his break was like.
Oh, fuck.
Call him back. Call him back.
Here, I'll just text him.
Okay,
I'll text him, how was your break?
All right. How was my break, you ask? It was great. Great. Thanks for asking, Josh.
Pete, he was in a car with his family. He's like, there's not much I can really say.
Did he have us on speakerphone?
No.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, Alan's fucking his mom and then his wife.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
I was like, really cool bits like that. I'm going to say, that's okay. How was your break?
I hope we just scarred his entire family.
Oh, what a bleak drive that is from Minot to Absaraka.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Fuck, dude.
bleak,
There's nothing to look at. Do you just take 91, by the way? Do you just take 94 all the way
From where to where?
to Minot, and then we go up north?
I actually usually take Highway 2. I go up north to Grand Forks. I take that across to Minot.
That's good.
Yeah. How about that?
That's fun.
So, hey, podcast listeners, if you're ever making your way from Fargo to Minot.
Yeah, we're very exclusive, not inclusive with this podcast. We're only inclusive to North Dakota residents.
I mean,
you guys want to talk about Interstate 94 in North Dakota on the way from Fargo to Bismarck? Mm-hmm. And then you go up north from there.
Yeah, you can go straight up north from there, or heck, if you want to do it get a little funky with it, you head up north from Fargo, hit Grand Forks, go across on 2.
You sure could just hit Highway 2, go straight west.
You want to see Devil's Lake? That's a great. You'll go right through Devil's Lake that way.
Pick up some meth.
Lots of meth.
Check out a few people burning their cars on the side of the road.
Yeah, you want to go see Producer Pete's birthplace?
Yeah.
I've
always wanted it's just like Jesus's birthplace. They just have like a big monument up in front of it. Pete's got one of those in Minot. He's the biggest thing since Wiz Khalifa there.
Yes, he is.
Wiz Khalifa was born there.
I know, that's crazy.
I think that's the only notable other person there.
Just Producer Pete and Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah, they're both like the same person.
They're basically the same guy.
They just smoke a bunch of weed.
Right.
And
They're both high.
Yeah.
Just constantly high. I think Pete's is ripping a bowl with his family in the car right now.
Fuck. I mean, at a certain point, he's got to just like get over the fact that he's like, their kid. And just start making some.
Like they know
decisions.
he's high all the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
quit putting on airs.
Yeah, he's always just like, I fucking like go into my room to smoke pot. It's like, don't go into your room, buddy.
It's like, just do it right here.
Yeah, this is part of who you are.
Yeah, like,
right?
it's like accepting a gay son. It's like, look. We love you anyway. I know you're high all the time.
He's openly stoner with them. Yeah,
he's openly stoned.
Came out of the stoner closet.
Yes, he sure did. And good for him,
Yeah, good for. Honestly, how brave of him.
It's braver than coming out as gay these days. Everyone's gay.
Yeah.
Heck, you're gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone.
You're gay. You're gay too.
Hey,
We're all
I'm gay. You're gay. These chairs you bought, fucking gay as shit.
Come on, man.
So gay, dude. Have I told you some of my Minot stories?
They're kind of gay chairs. I mean, they're like this is something that a gay man would enjoy.
Yeah, that's why you bought it because you're a gay man.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. They're very nice. They're very well put together chairs.
Do
you see this? The little tiny arms.
Like
That's the one thing that confuses me about these is that the arms are very small.
Well, yeah, it's not really to. It's more
Do you,
ornamental.
do you ever rest like this?
It's ornamental. It's not. It's not functional.
Do you think it's just to contain you, like so you don't spill out of your chair?
It does actually kind of. It's like it does kind of help. It's like a shoulder rest.
Yeah.
It's nice. Have I told you some of my Minot stories though?
No. Let's hear them.
Okay, so these aren't particularly like great stories, but this is like here's what I say. Like, you know, a lot of people say like this is maybe the worst city in America. People say that like they say like oh like I don't know like Gary, Indiana is like the worst city or something like that. Like Detroit's the worst.
I keep hearing Gary, Indiana, and I don't know why I keep hearing it.
Yeah, so that's what happens in life because it's a simulation. So you start hearing things a lot.
Okay, keep going.
And then it connects. Weird things. I had a weird thing like that happen yesterday.
Yeah.
It was
What's
totally crazy?
Okay.
That's a boring story though. But I'm going to tell you. So here's what I say to people. I say North Dakota is probably the worst state in the union. Like if it's not, it's bottom 5, right?
I'm just trying to think. Like as far as like Oklahoma.
Well, it depends on your taste.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like just in terms of like wanting to be there.
Yeah, maybe like New Mexico. No, New Mexico's probably got some
So
cool stuff.
let's say it's bottom 7.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean that's guaranteed.
And with someone, maybe a person could make an argument it's the worst.
I mean South Dakota might also be.
Yeah, I mean, I'll obviously stand North Dakota over South Dakota, of course. South Dakota is like literally the nation's hemorrhoid. It's fucking terrible.
They do got the Black Hills though.
Yeah, cool.
You know?
Yeah, cool. Some mountains. I've never seen those before. It's called Colorado, you dipshit. Real mountains. Okay, so here's what I say. So this is what I tell people about Minot. I say this, you know, obviously maybe North Dakota is North, but I say North Dakota's the worst state, right? And they'll be like, of course it is, because, you know, these people fucking elitists up here.
They get it.
And I say Minot is the worst place in the worst place.
Yeah.
Like
okay. I'm on board with what you're saying.
And and I know this, so I've been on the road a bunch out there. And I always say so Minot's like the place where like I'll like day drink, where I'll hang out. So there's this great bar. I found this cool dive bar. It's called the Ranger Bar.
I like how you just have a bar that like is yours, like in Minot.
Dude, I've stayed in Minot a bunch doing shows and stuff. So I know the spots that are actually worth your time.
Yeah.
Now food, I haven't found one spot that's worth anyone's time food wise. They have they have a JL beers.
Yep.
I just usually go there.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they have they actually have good taps.
Yeah. It's like a
So
normal.
they get stuff imported.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's
right.
normal jail. You could put that in any city in America. You'd be like, this is fine.
Do they get some Montana stuff?
They might. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Go on with your story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm pulling you.
You're good.
All right.
You're good.
Yeah.
So there's this bar called the Ranger Bar. And like we went in there to day drink one day, and I've been there a few times. First of all, one of the best Bloody Marys on the planet. Just a really good Bloody Mary.
Okay.
And everyone's kind of friendly. It's basically just us. Pretty early in the day, play a little blackjack. We're like, this is a really cool bar. I like this place. We hang out there for a few hours, maybe 5, 6, 7 hours, and people start rolling in.
Oh no.
And let's just say the N-words start flying. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, good God.
And there's not a black fellow in any sort of sight.
In hundreds of miles.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I mean, if there are, I don't see them. So I'm like, okay, well, this bar sucks now because there's just people just shouting the N-word and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
good God.
I'm like, all right, well, that's. I'm like, hey,
isn't that the worst when you go to a place and you're all ecstatic about how lovely of a place it is?
Well, you're trying to have a good attitude too.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm in Minot, but like, hey, maybe this is a gem.
It's like this is a
gem,
fantastic
a
place.
In the rough.
Yeah. And then people start throwing the N-word around,
and then you're just like, good golly gee.
And you're just like, I can't like this place anymore.
Good golly gee.
Hey, we got a response from Pete.
Oh, about his break?
Yeah. You can read it.
Let's see here. Hey, producer Pete, how's your break? Good so far, actually. I'm bringing home this antique standing ashtray. It's dope as fuck. Okay.
What?
Good break.
That is a good break for him.
It sounds like you have a new ornament for your household.
I'm kind of cool with that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's better than whatever the fuck I just created in my house.
So this
Oh, that part got cut out.
Oh,
I forgot the part where I'm a domesticated piece of shit, and
Yes, you
I
are.
decorated my fucking house.
Oh, yeah,
with Christmas lights and Christmas trees.
Yeah,
and
you
shit.
did like a fucking Tim Allen movie Christmas thing where you like actually put lights on your house.
Yeah. What was that? Was it Claus? Was that the name of the movie?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, where Santa Claus falls off the roof and dies, and
Yes, exactly.
and Tim Allen wears his skin.
Yeah, exactly. He peels the skin from his frame and just wears it.
And he's like, I'm magical now.
that Christmas classic.
And then he goes insane.
That was the best Tim Allen movie.
Because he was like all alone. Oh, that's right. He was a divorcee. He hated his kids and stuff. And he was like fucking like. And then he wore the skin of Santa Claus.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. To save his family. And then,
and he went insane and fucking all of his. He's like I'm saving my family.
Yeah. And then he goes and gets help from his mental illness and he cures it.
Yeah.
But then he just ends up being like a QAnon guy and they're like, we still hate our dad anyway. You know. Like it turns out he's just like a real conservative.
That
asshole.
was Clause 4. Clause 4. Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
and that's the liberal media for you because he went through all these trials and tribulations, but in the end,
Yep.
all that really mattered was his political beliefs.
Exactly.
They couldn't overcome political differences, and so his family hated him anyway, even after skinning a man.
Yeah, and delivering presents unprompted to children across the world.
It's like the reverse Mrs. Doubtfire. Anyway, so this is the problem with Minot.
Okay.
Because whenever you're like, you know what, it might not be so bad. Like, so another time,
Might have found it. Yeah, might have found a nice place to hang out.
exactly.
Yeah.
So another time, this might have actually been the same weekend. I don't know.
Okay.
So again, I'm hanging out with comics. That's we have to band. We're a band of brothers out there, right?
Yeah.
And so we're done with our show. We're back. Bars are closed, and we're down in the hotel bar. They're not closed yet, but they're about to close.
Yeah.
Like, closed, and we're like, God, like it's only 1 or whatever because they close at 1, I think, out there.
Okay.
I'm like, it'd be dope to like keep drinking, like, and the bartender's like, oh, now over here, you guys are looking for a little after hours drinking, and we're like, yeah, of course. Like it was so
Little after hours drinking. Okay.
Like I was like, that's a crazy concept. She's like, well, there's a speakeasy.
Oh fuck.
Yes. So Minot know what to go to speakeasy. So I'm like, so all of a sudden I'm like, dude, Minot is fucking awesome. They have a speakeasy.
The speakeasy sounds code for like a Confederate den or something.
I mean, look, you'll be surprised when I tell you about the speakeasy.
Okay.
On the surface, everything's great, right? I'm like, a speakeasy. So we literally have a map. Like it's so old school. They're not even having it type. She doesn't even have us type it into our phones. She literally has like a crayon on a map of Minot and like just like draws where we need to go.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
a treasure map to more debauchery, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's just my friend Jan, fellow comic Jan, and Jan is trans.
Yeah, which is interesting. Like,
yes, identifies male.
It's a hard place for her to be around, I'm sure.
So we get an Uber, just Jan and me. We get an Uber from the hotel to the speakeasy. And so this Uber driver, I'm like, so cool. They have Uber here. They have speakeasy here. Like, Minot's not so bad. Minot's not so bad. It could be worse.
Okay.
Get in the Uber. I'm making small talk with the guy. I was like, this was like either immediately I was about to go to LA. I had plans to go to LA, or I just gotten back from LA. Either way, I bring up LA. I'm like, oh yeah, my girlfriend and I were just in LA, or we're about to go to LA. He's like, oh LA, a lot of fags there.
Just immediately drops it.
And I was like, oh yeah,
He's like, this is safe.
I was
this
like,
is
yeah,
a safe town for me to say.
Yeah,
things
a
like
real
that.
cultured spot. Then I just kind of stopped talking.
Yeah.
And so then it's kind of awkward from there. And like I was expecting Jan, because Jan's not a person to let these types of things slide.
No.
I will let it slide. Like we talked about this too. Like I don't have a backbone when it comes to like social issues. I'll be like, oh, okay, that guy's just crazy. I'm gonna,
and then you just stop talking.
Yeah, you just stop and you just move on.
Yep.
Jan didn't say anything. I was like, okay, so this is okay. I don't have to like diffuse a giant fight right now. That's positive. So then we get to the speakeasy, and there happen to be black people.
Oh.
Crossing the street.
Okay.
Like as he's pulling up.
Yeah.
And this guy says, "Get out of my way, N-word."
Jesus.
like gritted teeth.
What the fuck?
And I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Dude.
And I was like, "Will you please just drop stuff here?" I was like, "Thanks, man." And I don't think I tipped him. I think I fucking stiffed him.
I mean, you could. Dude, can you imagine like fucking just nonchalant, like being so comfortable, like And
We're in
your,
Minot. It's like a 7-minute drive at most.
in your business, like you're at work. You're at work.
It's your profession.
Yeah, it's your profession, and you're so comfortable in your environment that you're dropping.
You say fag and the N-word in like 7 minutes. Which, like, I guess, look.
Can you imagine?
It makes me feel bad because he looked at me.
Yeah, like looking
he's
for
like, oh,
it.
this guy. He's like, you know what's up. It's like, no.
Hey, fist bump me,
it's like,
man.
no.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, in your brain getting to that, like, where you could just comfortably throw that out there?
Yeah.
I can't imagine it.
Like it sounds like he didn't even think twice about it.
No, it flowed out of him just like anything I would say to you. Like, I was talking about our Thanksgiving, like being like, oh yeah, my parents, like, it was like that. Like, oh yeah, there's some Negroes as well. It's like, good God.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, what do you mean? Like, how can you just throw that out there? So anyway, so that was crazy. We get to the speakeasy. Speakeasy's kind of cool.
Was it like so? It wasn't just like a fucking
like
white nationalist fucking hangout kind of a deal.
It's like it seemed like maybe the people who like go to like Minot State or whatever.
Oh, okay,
It was all pretty
gotcha.
like relatively young
I forgot
people.
that they had a university there.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I mean, it's not much of one, but it is one.
Yeah.
We go in there, and it's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, we can't accept money, but you donate, and then we'll give you shots and stuff. So we, basically,
cool.
they basically like, for a kilo shots recommended $3 or whatever, and we're like, okay. So
that's a good way to get around shit.
Yeah, so
it's recommended.
It's
just
recommended, and obviously you're gonna do it. And
so,
and if you don't do it, they might not serve you. Who knows?
Are they?
Unmarked building, by the way. Just
so,
but also,
I wonder if the police know about this and if that's okay to do.
I mean, the thing is with
I'm just curious. Like, I don't care. Like, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool fucking.
The thing is, they have to know something's going on over there because there was like tons of people. It wasn't like they were. It wasn't like I like had a secret knock and then like went down through like a cellar door or something. It was like no, it was like. It was an unmarked building, but it was like it used to have businesses in it, probably. Like,
and you just kind of walk in, and you're just like, all right, well,
yeah, you just walk in, and
kind of fucking.
I think they carded you. I think probably they did because they don't want to add that to the issue, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And then just had they had just like tables set up and like a couch, and Jan and I just like drank and whatever. So then,
I mean, that's pretty fucking cool.
I mean, come on, man,
it's kind of cool.
Pretty cool. Like Minot's cool, except for.
Can we do that? Here's my question: can we do that?
Dude, Minneapolis isn't fun.
They wouldn't
like turn the other cheek to that.
I'll just like turn my fucking like garage into like a speakeasy.
Well,
you know?
I mean, I've been wanting that to happen from day one.
Well,
hey, So anyway, Minot again. I was like, okay, speakeasy's fun. So now Minot's back up here again. I'm like, Minot's okay. Yeah. Minot's fine. It's like I got over the hate speech, and now it's like Minot is maybe kind of cool. Speakeasy.
Okay.
So then we get into the next Uber.
Yep.
Now, this guy's a little more reasonable, all right? But only slightly so. I don't know how we get to this again, but this guy immediately starts talking about politics.
Oh, was it the same guy? Or was it a different guy?
Different guy. Better. He's a better man. I'll say this right now. This person is a better man.
Vastly better than the...
I mean, yes, there was no hate speech.
Okay. Well, that's good.
But in the course of our discourse, he did say, I just think we got to give Trump a chance,
Oh, of course.
Which I thought
is the most stereotypical.
But such a reasonable thing for a guy from Minot to say.
Yeah.
So really,
just got to give him a chance.
Really, the night closed okay. For a full day, I was like, oh, Ranger Bar, awesome. Oh, N-word, okay, that sucks. Okay, oh, well, comedy show's probably kind of fun, whatever. Oh, Speakeasy? Oh, this is amazing.
So it's...
Uber, N-word, fag, okay, it's getting kind of bad again. And then... give Trump a chance. It ended on a real even-keeled...
people always say that the Wild West is gone, Mm-hmm. I think it still lives on in Minot,
It lives on in Western North Dakota, bud. Like, it just does. Talking to those guys, like...
It's like you just want to... so yeah, beyond the whole speakeasy thing, where it's just, like, for some reason, a legal thing in Minot...
I mean, it's a speakeasy.
You would
it's inherently not legal.
Yeah. No, I know, but, like, yeah, whatever. But like, you had shared a picture with me, I think last weekend or the 2 weekends ago when you were in that area.
Yes.
Of a bunch of emptied out and cleaned out milk jugs full of fucking iced tea and shit, which is very clearly not a legal thing to do.
Yeah, I mean,
in a fucking gas station.
It was like it was like bootlegged iced tea, like so. Yeah,
like just imagine somebody dumped out a bunch of fucking cartons of milk and then just wrote iced tea and Sharpie on the side of them and stuck them in a fucking cooler at your gas station.
Dude, honestly, Sharpie would have been better. It was literally pen on a fucking sticky note. And they just wrote, some of them said like sweet iced tea, $3.99, like normal double black iced tea, $4.15. It's like it's arbitrary numbers. Like I was like, But dude, so we stopped at that.
Did you get one?
Of course not.
Come on.
It was literally dented
Get
old
it.
milk jugs.
Just get it.
Filled with iced tea.
You fucking pussy.
I had never seen anything. I couldn't believe it. But what's crazy though is that we swung through there on the way to Williston. On our way back out of Williston, we stopped there again, and there were some
Sold out?
missing. They weren't sold out.
Oh, okay.
Look, I'm not saying
Look, they just cleared
I'm
their
not
shelves. They
saying-
just love that sweet tea.
I'm not saying it's sold out, dude. But I swear to God, you sell one jug of that, you feel on top of the world.
That's fucking funny.
Insanity.
Like it's just.
Insanity.
It's just some dude just went and talked to the owner of that gas station. He's like, I make some good iced tea. Can I
Dude,
sell it here?
I don't
And
know
there's
what
like,
it
yeah,
is.
we got some cooler space over here.
I couldn't believe it though. I couldn't believe there was even one missing.
Yeah.
But there must be like I bet
Well, it's not even like they didn't even have like a normally you have like a brand. Like the person should like at least attempted to brand themselves, just being like Uncle
Nothing.
Jerry's fucking
Nope.
sweet tea
Nothing.
or some shit. Nothing.
Just tea and
Yeah.
a number.
Yeah, not even trying to start a business for himself.
Doesn't
He's
give
just
a
like
shit.
he's like, if I sell a
This is tea.
gallon of my homemade iced tea, I'm having a good old day.
So, but there must be like word must just get around out there that like
I guess.
they got great tea here.
Greatest
it's like,
iced tea I've ever had.
It's like, hey, I don't need any frills. I'll drink it out of this milk jug. It's like, you fucking backwards motherfucker. And I go do comedy for these. These are people I'm supposed to relate to.
Yeah.
On a personal level.
Yep.
And then I bomb. I'm like, gee, I wonder why I bombed. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
a weird thing because you're not drinking their iced tea, man. You should next time you do that, you should write a joke about their iced tea that they have.
I mean, if even one person gets the reference, it'll be worth it.
That's what I mean. You get a good chuckle.
Someone's got to be drinking it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's clearly a thing.
Yep.
I wonder if people that go for miles around like, yeah, you gotta get that sweet tea up at the pilot station. It's like, God damn it. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Is that the name of the gas station, the pilot station?
No, I don't know. It was somewhat generic, but it had like the colors of a pilot station.
Gotcha.
I mean, it was a big truck stop. They
Is
had
it
like
a Flying J?
no, it wasn't a
Pilot.
flying. But this dude,
I know. Yeah, pilot is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was like that, but it's like an oil country. They all have different names. Like
Yeah.
like they have like these like fucking like gas stations are called just like the Proud American and shit. Like there's like fucking they're like speakeasies essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're even fucking regulated. I don't know what's going on.
Dude.
Tell you what, it's the purest gas in the world though. You get it out there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's they
Straight from the tit, buddy. Like that sweet tea comes straight from the tit.
They haven't even refined
right into the milk jug.
Yeah, they haven't even refined it yet. Dude. They just pulled it straight out of the earth and put it right in the car.
It's just fucking oil truckers sweating. They just fucking squeegee into a goddamn milk jug. God damn it. So anyway, that's what life in Minot. That's where Petey.
Yep.
That's literally where Petey spent.
That's where
he spent his holiday.
Yeah, exactly. The most beautiful place on the planet.
Yeah, I wonder if the speakeasy's still there. I hope it is.
I feel like the police there know kind of what the scenario.
Well, I
is.
think they're just cool with it.
Yeah.
It's like in small towns, they're like you're drunk driving. They're like, just make sure you get her home.
Yep.
Yep. It's like
that's like out of Chafee where you were last year. I was there and I fucking watched somebody walk out with the to-go cup from the fucking bar.
Yeah.
And just hop into their car and just fucking take off.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
of
Like
course.
it's great.
Yeah, it's good
What's
stuff.
just all the old farmers on this fucking old ass fucking dirt roads in the middle of nowhere.
Fuck, dude! I tell you, I have too many stories about out west. We literally almost got run over by a fucking World War II veteran on Veterans Day in Williston. God damn it! I don't have time. We don't have time for this story.
All right, we'll get into it
This will
next
be a story
time.
for another time. But
Yeah. That's cliffhanger. I think that's the first time we've ever done one of those. Yeah.
So fun.
Hey, tune in for next week's
Next week, where I'll tell you about
episode.
how I always was killed by a veteran on Veterans Day.
This is great. This is great. We're progressing. We're getting better at this.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
you got. Do you have a song?
Are we just skipping the segment, just going straight into the song?
I mean, we're at song o'clock.
I do have a song.
Do you have a segment?
No, I couldn't come up with any more British things that British people talk about.
How about fag?
Well, I mean, those are they say that for cigarettes.
Right.
That's just
That's dumb.
They say it the same way though.
It's like that. It's like no. It's like I should be a homosexual person.
Can I get a fang? It's like, whoa, buddy.
Whoa, ease
Wait a
up.
second.
Ease up.
Hey, you can't just talk about them that way, all right?
That was a good British.
Stupid British people.
Yeah, man. This is the one podcast that isn't afraid to stick it to the fucking. Brits, dude. Finally, someone has bravery.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's see what you've concocted.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the episode. We have a real special song for you guys. I hope you enjoy. We'll see you all next week. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. We'll be back with the full crew.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Bye, Producer P. We love you.
Yeah, goodbye.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put iced tea in on the containers. Don't you say the N-word. Don't do that. Don't you do that. Don't look at me blankly when I make the joke.